Soldiers once stationed at a now closed Army base have received a report on possible health effects from their years of service. A local school was locked down this morning by a bomb threat hoax, and Alabama students may have to give up their cell phones during class next year.
A warming trend for East Alabama over the next couple of days. We'll have the complete forecast coming up.
Coming up in sports, I'll take you out to Ohatchee as they hosted Weaver yesterday afternoon. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. Soldiers who lived at Fort McClellan during the last half of the 20th century were probably not harmed by exposure to dangerous chemicals during their time on post. That's the conclusion of a report released Tuesday by the Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry. The study looked at the health risk for soldiers stationed at Fort McClellan from 1945 through its closure in 1999. The report was based on historical data received from a veterans group and the Department of the Army. It does not evaluate exposures during work-related duties or training. The report specifically looked at exposure levels to dangerous material at recreational sites, such as the golf course, athletic field, Riley Lake, Lake Yahoo, and Cane Lake. Researchers concluded that toxins probably did not harm the soldiers' health. However, the authors of the report say they couldn't determine if exposure to asbestos could have harmed the soldiers because many buildings no longer exist and historical records are incomplete. They did report that people who lived in housing units and buildings may have been exposed to harmful radon levels, and they determined that children's health could have been harmed if they touched or swallowed lead from soil near some of the housing facilities. The full report can be found on the Center for Disease Control's website. The Precious Vessels Learning Center in Talladega has lost its state license and has been closed down. That's according to media reports. The Alabama Department of Human Resources took away the daycare center's license after a video surfaced showing two workers punishing a child physically. The violation was one of several uncovered by DHR after it received complaints against the center. Among the problems were inadequately trained staff members, inaccurate sign-in sheets for children, and missing medical forms for the staff. The center had been on probation since June. Alabama students who want to use their cell phones during class time could find themselves out of luck next year. We'll have the latest updates in a moment.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
A bill that would ban cell phones from Alabama classrooms has been introduced in the state legislature for consideration during the upcoming session. The bill's sponsor is Representative Peblin Warren of Tuskegee, who says it would require all local school boards in Alabama to adopt a policy requiring students to hand over their electronic devices so they wouldn't have access to them while classes are in session. Under existing law, school boards can adopt local policies relating to pocket pagers, cellular telephones, and other electronic communication devices. The new bill would require the State Board of Education to adopt a model policy restricting the possession of those devices in public K through 12 classrooms. with some exceptions. Local boards would have to use that model policy to draft their own rules. Those policies would also be required to address discipline and include a fine for continued violations. Oxford High School was locked down briefly before classes began this morning because of a bomb threat. Oxford Police Chief Bill Partridge says a telephone call, which proved to be a hoax, was received after the school opened at 7 a.m. this morning. The school buildings were placed in a secure hold along with all other city school buildings until police could determine the extent of the threat. The high school campus was cleared by public safety officers, and police believe it was a spoofed call. School officials say by mid-morning, all of the buildings had been given the all-clear by law enforcement. They report that students and staff were safe and operating under their normal schedules. Something fishy is happening in a local creek this week. Details in a minute.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
More than 1,500 rainbow trout were put into Black Creek at Nakalula Falls in Gadsden this week. It was part of the routine restocking of the popular fishing spot, which attracts many visitors to the site each year. The fish were brought in from a fishery in Center as part of a combined effort by the Nakalula Falls Park and Campground, Greater Gadsden Area Tourism, the Rainbow Fly Fishing Club, and State Representative Craig Lipscomb. This is the 6th year that the groups have stocked the creek in an effort to boost tourism at the park. The Black Creek location is one of 3 in Alabama where people can fish for rainbow trout. Don't put away your cold weather clothing yet, because more changes are expected for the weather in East Alabama. John Holder has all the details. John?
Katie, indeed, it's still the middle of January in Alabama. Do not put the coats away. Warmer temperatures coming, but then another cold blast behind that. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
Another spectacular day weather-wise across East Alabama. You see our EAN weather cam here on Quintard Avenue in Anniston, looking off in the western sky. A few high clouds, actually contrails today from some of the jets flying around. That's about all we had in the sky today. Temperatures about where they should be for the middle of January here in East Alabama. Our average high 54. We hit 53 today. Cold this morning. We dropped all the way down to 26, and that is several degrees below the average for this time of year. As we look at weather on your street, taking you out on a Wednesday night to Steinberg Road in Piedmont. That's right off of the 278 bypass on the north end of town. It's going to be another chilly night in Piedmont. Temperatures again below freezing tonight, 29 under clear skies in northern Calhoun County. Looking at tomorrow, kind of a repeat of today. It will be a bit warmer though on Almond Street in Heflin. We're looking at plenty of sunshine, no rain in the forecast for sure, and the high tomorrow actually a little bit above the average at 56 degrees in Heflin and all across East Alabama. As we look ahead to the start of the weekend on Friday, I will tell you that this is probably the nicest day weather-wise that we've had in the last couple of weeks, and it will be the nicest day weather-wise that we have coming up for the foreseeable future. Out in Apache Pass in Sachs, that is out in Indian Oaks, we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies, probably more sunshine in the morning than in the afternoon, but temperatures will top out in the upper 50s coming up. Again, temperatures above the average on Friday afternoon. 7-day forecast. Enjoy the next several days coming up because around Friday night, midnight, things are going to begin changing across East Alabama. We're dry. We're a little bit warmer than average. Some cold mornings for the next couple of days. After midnight Friday night, we're going to be looking at an 80 to 90% chance of showers in the forecast. A soaking rain coming in Friday night during the day on Saturday. You see that 80% chance of rain. It is going to be relatively mild though, only dropping down to 45 Saturday morning, 60 degrees, believe it or not. That will feel like a heat wave on Saturday afternoon, but rain in the forecast. The rain's out of here on Sunday, but Sunday is going to be the transition day. This will be a day where that 42 degree high temperature will probably come as you're heading into church on Sunday morning. Then after church Sunday afternoon, temperatures will be dropping. So waking up to 38 Sunday morning, rising to 42 by about mid to late morning, and then temperatures dropping throughout the day. Now, how far are they going to drop? A lot. We're dropping down to 19 by Monday morning. That's a holiday, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, and it will be a good day to be inside. Even though we'll have plenty of sunshine, the high, yes, this is correct, folks, only 33 degrees on Monday. Maybe some interesting weather on Tuesday. We start off at 19 degrees once again. Look at that high on Tuesday, only 31. And there right now is a small chance that we could see some frozen precipitation. Now, there's a lot of model mania, I'll call it, out there. Everything on the board for next Tuesday and Wednesday. Some outlandish stuff as far as wintry precipitation, but right now, just a small chance we might see something. Of course, this will change over the next couple of days, but right now, just a small chance of maybe some frozen rain, some sleet, some snow in here on Tuesday. It remains cold. That will move out of here by Wednesday, but the coldest morning, actually Wednesday morning, dropping down to 17. And for the third day in a row, we will be in the 30s for high temperatures. Well, we've been taking a look this week at the temperature profile coming up for the last couple of weeks here of January. How about precipitation? Well, we're actually going to be a little bit above the average for this time of year. So we're looking at some very cold temperatures, and we're also looking at above average precipitation all the way up to literally the end of the month. So that usually means we might have some frozen precipitation coming our way, maybe some snow again. We'll watch that carefully over the next couple of weeks. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. with your weather at a glance. We'll take a look at your Thursday coming up. Now it's sports time. Let's send it over to Jordan Smith.
Yesterday, Ohatchee hosted the Weaver Bearcats during an in-school matchup for both boys and girls basketball action. Starting in girls action, Ohatchee defeated the Bearcats 60-30. The Indians held Weaver to just 11 points in the first half to their 43 points. It was a big afternoon for the Indians as 3 players were in double digits for scoring. Lindsey Zurchin led the way with 5 3-point baskets in the first half for a total of 15 points. Emily Riddle followed with 14 points, 9 of those coming in her first quarter, and Peyton Walker finished with 13 points on the afternoon. Ohatchee scored 29 points in the first quarter alone. For the Bearcats, Brynlee Russell led in scoring with 14 points, and Kamora Miles finished with 8 points. Moving over to the boys' side of the ball, the Indians cruised to a 71-54 victory over the Weaver Bearcats. Ohatchee led the way at the half by 31-30. They would pull away in the fourth by scoring 30 points. Of the 5 scorers for the Indians, 4 of them were in double digits. Alston Carroll led the charge with 21 points with an impressive 7 3-point baskets. Jake Roberson followed with 16 points. Braden Collins finished not far behind with 14 points. And finally, Jalen Hurd ended the afternoon with 13 points. Keyshawn Allen led the way for Weaver with 17 points. The win yesterday for the Ohatchee Indians improved their record to 13-7. Taking a look at some of the other scores from last night, starting in girls action, Anniston rolled on top of the Munford Lions 71-8. Southside defeated Gaston 52-35. Pleasant Valley defeated Raglan 37-14. It was Hanley over Talladega 54-39, and the Oxford Yellow Jackets defeated Pell City 54-35. In other action in girls, Sandrock defeated Piedmont 57-36. Cherokee County defeated the Alexandria Valley Cubs at home 60-41. And Faith lost to Spring Garden 69-19. On the boys' side of the ball, Anniston defeated Munford 55-26. Pleasant Valley gets the sweep over Raglan as they defeat the Purple Devils 85-33. Hanley wins over Talladega 72-55. Sandrock sweeps Piedmont last night 62-61 in the boys' side. And Alexandria undefeated in Class 4A area play as they defeat the Cherokee County Warriors 61-46. In other action, Spring Garden boys remain undefeated. They're now 20-0 on the season as they defeat the Lions of Faith Christian 76-40. Donahoe picks up the win over JCA 72-41, and Cleburne County defeated the Welborn Panthers 72-46. And Hope Christian defeats North River Christian 74-69. Spring sports are just around the corner, and before they hit the field, you have a chance to meet the Jack State Gamecocks softball team. The Gamecocks will hold their annual Fan Day Sunday, February the 2nd at Jana McGinnis Field. Admission is free and all the action begins at 2 p.m. This season will also mark the beginning of the Julie Boland era as she took over the coaching duties after longtime head coach Jana McGinnis's retirement. Boland was the longtime assistant for the Gamecocks. Jack State will take the field for their first time of the season on February the 7th. That'll do it for sports. Let's head back over to Katie.
Thanks for the update, Jordan, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.